Welcome back to Conversations with Captivating Characters. And as you can see, we are honored to have Karl Saxell back. After the last podcast, which was very successful, we had a lot of really good feedback, very positive, and it seems like a lot of you out there wanted to see him again as soon as possible. So what we've agreed to today is, yes, we will play maybe 5, 6 songs along the way, but what we're going to do mainly is to get to know Karl a little bit better. We're going to ask him what is called the Proust Questionnaire. There was a very famous writer, a French writer, I think he was in the 30s or 40s, who wrote this book that he's very famous for. I still can't remember the name. It's something about lost, in search of lost time, I think it's called. Anyway, he came up with this 35 or so questionnaire, and we're just going to dive right in and ask Karl these questions and get to know him a little bit better. So if you're ready, Karl, we'll get going.
Ready? Yes. Perfect.
Thanks for coming back, first of all. I appreciate that. I know you're a busy man with studies and family and friends, and you're singing and so on.
You too.
Sorry, go ahead.
You too.
Anything interesting happened since we spoke last?
Wow. Well, I am going to do a show in December in my city. Yeah. Like a Christmas thing, but I have my own material. I'm going to sing my own Christmas songs.
Excellent. And where is that going to happen?
At a theater here in Ystad.
Okay, great. Well, maybe we can post the details of that in the description.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anybody who wants to go and see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's about 35 to 38 of these. Some of them, when you answer, I might probe a bit further with another question that isn't from this. Excuse me. So let's get going. So number 1, Karl, what is your idea of perfect happiness?
Well, maybe not thinking about happiness. Like if you want it, then you're gonna think about it a lot. But if you have it, it's just gonna be in your life, so you wouldn't have to bother. So maybe maybe like freedom from thinking too much about things.
And you, I think I remember you saying you kind of deal with that with some meditation.
Yeah, I meditate every day, like self-hypnosis and stuff.
Oh, great. I didn't know if you know this. I'm a hypnotherapist. I used to make people specific CDs where, after I found out what it was specifically they wanted, to using certain music in the background and, powerfully persuasive language patterns and hypnotherapy type stuff to build in their goal and all of the different things they get from it. And then they could listen to that, once a day or so and program themselves for whatever success they were looking for. But maybe we'll talk about that again sometime.
Yeah, we should. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So number 2, what is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is maybe being forgotten, I guess. Maybe that's why I create so many things like music and poetry and stuff. Like I want to be remembered. Like I don't want to pass anyone by.
Okay, so you want to be remembered.
Yeah, I think so.
Why is that important to you?
I don't really know. Maybe it's a combination of having all this creativeness inside and wanting it to come out. Maybe using the fear as an excuse to do it. Okay. So maybe they work together. I don't know.
So if nothing else, it motivates you to produce and create more. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like, the fear is a great motivator also. Like I love facing my fears. Anything that I'm scared of, I just do it.
I used to think fear was the greatest motivator.
Mm?
Now I would argue for pain. I think pain is an incredible motivator,
Yeah, that's
um,
very good also.
mainly to get out of the pain.
Yeah.
Um, number three, what is the trait that you most deplore in yourself?
Uh, just one.
Well, whatever one
Um,
comes to mind, or the biggest one. Well, yeah, that you most deplore.
mm, um, altruism,
Have
I
you
think.
have you spotted that in yourself, or is that something people accuse you of being too altruistic?
Mm. No, I think I've spotted in myself. I don't really I don't get a lot of feedback on my personality, I guess. I just do things and I don't really care about because I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing things, so I don't really listen to feedback too much.
So just to make sure that, because I think some people see altruism as a virtue, and you're seeing it as a negative here. Um,
Yeah,
what's your definition of altruistic?
uh, doing things without um, expecting anything in return, and that is it's both good and bad because if you do that, you might have a hard time getting ahead in life. So my problem is balancing out the two, doing things for myself and doing things for others.
Yeah, and maybe if you do it a lot and certain types of people notice it, they might take advantage of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've stopped doing that. Um, I just yeah, it's on both sides actually, the altruism. So, but it's very high up.
Okay, and which or what is the trait that you most deplore in other people?
Um, Perhaps the opposite, I guess. Selfishness, only doing things if it benefits them.
Right.
People don't really care about each other anymore, and that's sad.
So mean, selfish people who have their own agenda and really couldn't care less what happens to the other person as long as they get what they want.
Yeah, they're on they're the opposite extreme of
Yeah.
the altruism.
Yeah.
We have to be in the middle, everyone, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. You said it. You have to find the right balance, but the balance might
Yeah,
change from time to time, depending. I think it's context dependent, right? It's whoever it is you're dealing with or what the situation is, it might, change the where you are on the scale. But yeah, I think
yeah,
you have to be very aware.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So number five, which living person do you most admire?
Living. I mostly admire the dead, but
That's boss Saxell, right? Did you say your dad?
who?
Sorry, did you
No,
say
the dead.
the dad? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said the dad. Okay.
No, 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 the dead.
Um, no, well, we'll get to dead next.
Yeah, yeah.
Live right now.
Alive. I would have to say my daughter. I think she's she's very determined, and she only does things that she wants to do. And yeah, that's admirable.
How old is your daughter?
She just turned 7
Yeah,
yesterday.
great age.
Yeah,
Well, that's nice. I hope she sees this and sees that you're the person. She's the person you admire most. That's great. So
yeah, Yeah.
Same question again, but dead. Which living person, which dead person do you most admire?
Um, there's a lot of them. I can only choose one.
Yeah, it's the most. So,
Mm.
I mean, you can tell us more after if you want.
Yeah.
But who tops your list?
Mm. I I think Shit Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah. He because he went through a lot of shit, but he came back. Then he died, of course, from the shit. But he tried his best to come back.
Yeah.
Up.
What's his instrument?
The trumpet.
Trumpet. Yeah.
And he was an amazing singer, also.
Yeah, and I don't know a lot about him. I've listened to his stuff and love it.
Mm.
He sings in a very unique voice. He
Mm.
plays the trumpet brilliantly. And as I remember, he was quite a handsome young man, but I think, did he get into heroin or something? And he
Yeah,
kind of
very
destroyed
early.
his looks and
Yeah, completely. He had to glue his teeth back in and
yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah,
but a great musician.
yeah, amazing.
Okay. Do you want to say another person that you greatly admire who's dead?
JFK.
Okay. Any particular reason? One good reason?
He tried to combine politics with poetry in a way, but people didn't like that because it was too fruity, I guess.
To what? Groovy?
Fruity,
Fruity.
fruity. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Number 6, and after this one, we will take a little break for a song by you.
Oh,
What
cool.
is your greatest extravagance?
Um, mm, doing what I want, I think. That's kind of extravagant today, I guess, because people don't really do what they want. They
Yeah.
do what they think that other people want them to do.
Yeah. And how much of the time would you say you get to do what you want? Like 50% or most of, or 10%?
Well, the thing is that when I do things that I don't want to do, I do them the way I want to do them, which is good and bad. But I think it's staying true to myself in a way.
So it sounds like that most of the time you do what you want, which I think, if my definition is correct, might suggest that that isn't an extravagance. You know, it's the norm. So what is like, say, a luxury or something that you don't get to do much that you really love, and you don't do it too much?
I don't get to do much. Eat unhealthy food. I would rather do that all day. Just eat unhealthy food and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. But I know I don't feel good when I do it, so I don't do it instead.
Do you do it from time to time, just as a little treat?
No,
Not at all.
no. But my goal is to be able to do it. But right now I'm still detoxing. I've been doing that for like 60 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
How are
so
you feeling?
better.
Okay.
But I didn't know that I felt bad before until I started doing the detox. Now I see the difference between how I feel now and how I felt before.
Right. So you want to get to a place where maybe then now and again you can treat yourself with some junk food and have a cigarette.
Yeah, that's the goal. Well, I smoke a lot, but that's for my balance.
Yeah, you
You
can't
can't.
you can't be too perfect, because then people start accusing you of being perfect as though it's some kind of crime. So
Yeah, exactly. You need some flaws.
Yeah, you're so perfect. It's like you just killed somebody. So yeah, you can't be perfect. That's why I have this chipped tooth. I don't fix it just so I can be imperfect. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's a good trait.
All right, listen. So far, so good. We're 6 in, and we're going to take a break now and listen to one of Karl's original songs.
Sure.
Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back soon.
You have in mind, little child. Taken to the stars beyond the shine. Every time you grow up and become somebody's mine. Love will be kind. You open up your eyes to see you're blind. It'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. And I will be close behind, or I'll hold your hand in mine. Easy all the time, can't tell you why. You can reach the top without a climb, so grab that line, grab that line. Whenever there's a time to say goodbye, just wave and smile. Cause life is way too short to stay and cry. Trust the signs, trust the signs. I will be close behind, or I'll hold your hand in mine.
Okay, welcome back. We're in the midst of doing the Marcel Proust Questionnaire with Karl Saxell. Hope you enjoyed that number, but we want to get right back into it. We want to get all these questions finished in this podcast today. So we're now on number 7. What is your current state of mind, Karl?
My current state of mind is evolving, trying to get better at things, and just overall change into something not necessarily better, but well, yeah, okay, better. Fuck it.
So are you currently in a good place, a happy place?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Well, you seem really in good form. Maybe it's, as you said, the detox feeling.
Yeah,
Good.
I think so.
Let that continue. Maybe you'll get to a place of ecstasy. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's possible.
Number 8, what do you consider the most overrated virtue?
Hmm. Like in general, or myself?
Just yeah, not specifically yours, but anybody's. A virtue that is there out there, and you think it's overrated.
Something that's overrated. It's a weird answer, but independence.
Okay, so maybe you could expand on that. So you think independence is a overrated virtue? Why?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's I'm kind of split about the answer myself, because I think we have to be independent, but we also need to be a community. People are always like, "Oh, I have to go my own way," and blah blah blah. But there's also the essence of that we're all together.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, I think I get
so,
you.
yeah, you have to have that in the back of your mind, even when you do your own thing.
Yeah, independence and a balance with interdependence.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm with you on that. Number 9. On what occasion do you lie? Don't say when you're in bed at night.
No. I could say now, but that would be a lie. I lie. I only use white lies, because I used to lie a lot when I was younger, and it only got me in trouble.
Yeah.
So now I use white lies if I know it's going to benefit the other person or the situation.
So an example?
Well, if I met a hunter in the forest and he asked me where the deer went, I'll say either fuck you or he went that way. So yeah, kind of like that.
What about
to save the deer? And
what about when the girlfriend says, "Does my bum look big in this?" You might lie and say, "No, it looks great."
It depends. I have to first analyze what kind of answer she wants.
Right. She might want you to say, "It looks huge,"
yeah.
like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Okay.
Different times now.
Number 10, what do you most dislike about your appearance?
Well, most of my life I disliked my appearance because I never thought that I looked the way I felt. And I felt that I didn't look the way I was, like my personality. It didn't fit my looks, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. So I kind of didn't like anything. But now I don't care at all. I just, I'm fine with whatever.
You don't really have something you dislike, you just don't care.
Yeah, but at the same time, I care a lot because I'm very, very vain. I use like face creams and I have I change outfits 10 times a day and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 11, which living person do you most despise?
I don't really despise people.
Okay, let's say
I used to do it.
Let's say dislike. Despise is a bit strong.
Yeah. I couldn't say a person, but I could say like a person's actions.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're not born bad.
Yeah.
But anyone who deliberately fucks things up, like anyone who starts a war, anyone who starts a riot, anyone who persecutes people or racists, like anything that is intentionally negative. I couldn't choose just one person.
Sure, there's so many of those. Yeah, I think you're right. It's too easy to say. I find it hard to say when somebody says, "Do you like this person?" It's like there are things I like about them. There are things I don't like about them.
Yeah.
That goes with everybody. I mean, there's nobody perfect. So,
no, you need like a chart or something, and it takes too long. So you just have to guess or be intuitive.
Like shorthand talking. Okay, so what is the quality you most like in a man?
In a man. Are there qualities that are specific for males? I wouldn't know what would be specific for a male. What kind of quality? I think we have all the different qualities. It doesn't matter what gender you are. So that's hard to answer.
Okay. I would take it then you might answer the same way if I said woman.
Yeah. Well, I could answer this. I could give you the same answer for both, and that would be determination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I think that's another 6 questions. So I think it's time we'll play another one of your originals and we'll come back to the next question.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I'm vulnerable when you are afraid. I'm hanging on your braids like a stopwatch in your face. And I cannot stop watching your face as your eyes turn to a maze where I always find my way. Love, I just don't know how it has turned to us. You're standing in my shirt, pretending to be me. We try to stop the time so we can stay the night. Even here in morning light, we don't have to do our thing. And your words are kerosene. Maybe both these sides are green, and we're standing in between. Forever 17. If I'm the best you ever seen, I wonder where I've been. We both know it's you and me. Forever 17. House burn, grabbing what I need, and your bandage when I bleed makes another hole in me. 2 fingers showing peace at last, they make you feel so free, and your demons all agree. Love, I just don't know how it has turned to us. You're standing in my shirt, pretending to be me. We try to stop the time so we can stay the night. Even here in morning light, we don't have to do a thing. And your eyes are kerosene, maybe both these sides are green, and we're standing in between, forever 17. If I'm the best you ever seen, we wonder where I've been, we both know it's you and me, forever 17.
Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that track from Karl, and we're just going to continue on with the questions. We've got a lot to go. The next question, Karl, is which words or phrases do you most overuse?
I have a few. Could you give me a ride? That's one. Because I always have to go places.
You hitchhike
and
around?
No, I wish. No,
Oh, you
but
just-
I don't have a car, and I don't have a driver's license, and my bike is broken. So maybe that's. And I say, why not?
Oh, they're not
A
too
lot.
bad.
No.
I've heard worse.
Yeah, I have some of those also.
Okay, number 15. What or who is the greatest love of your life?
Ooh. Well, the what is probably education. I like to learn things. And the who is, well, my children, of course, and me. He's a cool guy. I like him.
Okay. It's funny that I always think all these books and, people basically agree when you're speaking a certain way, oh, you should love yourself. But then people go around going, see that guy? He really loves himself. Like
It's a negative thing.
Yeah. 16. When and where were you happiest?
Just now, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm just getting happier and happier.
Excellent.
We have to do that. Otherwise, we're fucked.
Yeah, no point living in the past. If you can be happy now and now is all there is, then good for you. Number 17.
Yeah.
Which talent would you most like to have?
Ooh. Well, my friend, she sent me some juggling balls, and that's not it. So I guess it would have to be like structuring. I'm very bad at structuring things and time management. I do everything at once, and it's not getting done.
Well, then you could combine your love of education and go do a time management course or something and learn how to do that.
It's a good idea. I'll procrastinate that for some other time.
Sure. Put it on a. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow, right?
Yes, that's a motto of mine.
18. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Well, right now it's this T-shirt, but maybe. Well, I'm changing every day. I do a lot of shadow work to see the bad sides of myself and try to fix them. So I have a lot of those. We all do. But the one I would change is probably overthinking. But not in the... But it's also good. I don't know. Maybe worrying. I worry too much.
Maybe being indecisive.
Maybe. I'm not... I'll have to think about that.
That was a joke.
I know.
Okay, one more and then we'll have another track. Number 19, what do you consider your greatest achievement?
Still being alive, I guess. And many near-death experiences. So I think that's an achievement.
Is it the near-death experience, is it? Or is it also when you were younger, you didn't expect to make it to this age?
Yeah, I always thought I was going to die young because I always did a lot of stupid things without thinking.
Well, you're still young, so be careful.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
All right, well, we'll get into question 20 when we come back after this next track by Karl Saxell. Enjoy.
Shadows inside you that all want to come out and play. Because why wouldn't pain also find you on a beautiful day like today? I mean, they are the signs that will guide you. The rain clouds announcing the sun. Yeah, things have an end, they don't mind to. Urge you to sit down and run. I believe there were dreams and desires that could drown in a lone drop of rain. Now you made me believe there are fires that can put out the sea with its flame. The changes you make overwhelm you, but I see that you're almost at home. I promise I'll be there to help you. You don't have to do this alone. You see it as hell's doors are open. Some days will be light, some are black. But know there are steps that are broken, even to heaven and back. So take them out into the sun on the days that weren't fun and see they made you a star. Time is linear at best, but when you count a little less, there's space to show who you are and see who you are. What I'm saying, the silence to speak, that is right. But I'll show you that I will be staying like a bell on an exercise bike. No, it's okay to be tired, and that bad times are structured to end. And trust that you have what's required. Build yourself back up again. Don't be afraid that you're changing. It's more of evolving into the person that change is regaining, the one who is perfectly you. getting the freedom you lack. I know that my soul is supposed to go with you to heaven and back. Remember the wrong turns that chose you whenever you're getting off track. I know that my soul is supposed to go with you to heaven and back. So take them out into the sun, all the days that weren't fun, and see they made you a star. Time is linear at best, but when you count a little less, there's space to show who you are and see who you are.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that track. We're going to continue with the questions. Number 20. Karl, if you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? Or who would it be?
Wow. I think I would like to come back as something abstract, like a question or a doorbell or something. But if I have to choose a living thing, it would be a bird, a small bird.
Can I ask why?
People feed them.
I thought you were going to say.
That's my answer.
Okay. Well, you know, people feed cats and dogs too. Squirrels. I feed squirrels in the park.
Yeah, they need food.
So it's not the flying part.
That's part of it also. You can fly away after you have eaten. I can't do that right now.
Yeah. Okay. 21. Where would you most like to live?
I don't think I have a specific place, but anything that feels like home. I've never felt home wherever I've been, so I just want to feel at home, I think. So anywhere.
So you've never been somewhere where you did feel at home?
No, never.
So, interesting question. How do you know what it feels like to be at home?
I think it could be the opposite of this. So I'm looking for that.
Is it something to do with a sense of just being comfortable or feeling like you belong there? Or what do you think it is?
I think it's a question of being comfortable, and because I moved around a lot, because I need to find something that feels like home. So I went everywhere. And I changed apartments and I changed cities and countries, but it never felt like home. And I think it's because I'm not settled yet. So I think I have to settle. So we'll see when that happens.
You ever see The Wizard of Oz?
Oh, many times. I like that movie.
She says, "There's no place like home."
Yeah.
Which could mean that there is no place like home.
There's no home-like place.
Yeah, there's no home-like place. 22. What is your most treasured possession?
Well, I don't really care about things, but I have these bracelets that I got from my kids, and this is one from a person that I really love. And so I would grab those if my house caught fire. Then I will leave the rest.
Okay. '23. What do you regard as the lowest depth of misery?
Not being able to be alone, I think.
And you're okay. You're okay with
yeah, absolutely. If we can't be alone, then there's something very wrong. And I think that is misery.
Yeah, I can see that. 24, what is your favorite occupation?
Um, Occupation. For me or in general?
For you.
For me, yeah, musician, writer, anything creative.
So you're doing what your most favorite occupation is for the most part.
Yeah,
Well, you're a lucky guy.
yeah. Apparently, I didn't know.
25, what is your most marked characteristic?
Hmm. Like, personally, or like, or physically.
I think it means well, a characteristic that you
like a
have.
personality trait.
Yeah, and it could be what you think it is, or maybe what people tell you it is. Maybe something a lot of people say. Maybe you don't even agree with it.
Helpful. People usually say I'm helpful and reliable.
And you think they're right? That
Yeah,
could be the altruistic thing, right?
yeah, it could be.
Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll have another track. What do you most value in your friends?
Them leaving me alone. But when I want to be alone, like I don't have to call every day, or it can go a couple of months and we can call and it's okay.
So perhaps they're not too clingy, too needy, and they give you your space.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, yeah. All right, well, look, we'll take another few minutes for another track and we'll get back on track with the questions. Enjoy.
Maybe these three girls outside would have been your closest friends. You talk of boys or girls and smile, follow or bash the latest trends, philosophically evolve as you trade your dolls for calls. Stay up late, I'm making jokes about four angels in the snow. Take the bus straight home from school and throw your bag over a chair. It would at some point turn uncool to let your father brush your hair. You'd have your heart broken sometime, I would give you some of mine, and I would hold you till you slept, help you regain your self-respect. these days I miss you more than any other days I've had. And all the traits that you'd call yours would make me proud to be your dad. Now as these girls get up and leave, they laugh away, and I believe that I see angels, daughter mine, 3 on the ground and 1 in the sky.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to continue with the questions. And we're on number 27 of the Proust Questionnaire. And we're going to ask Karl, who are your favorite writers?
Well, I like the people who write the descriptions for perfumes, because they have they're very I don't know how they can make up these descriptions. There are new perfumes coming every day, and they just, I'll put these words in here and describe this, and you just want that perfume. It doesn't matter what it is.
Okay.
So I think
All right,
those
so
people.
perfume description writers. Now, I guess you could, if you have a favorite poet, or I guess a writer of prose, fiction, nonfiction, novels, short stories.
I like Allen Ginsberg
Mm-hmm.
and Sylvia Plath. Yeah, he's
poet.
Yeah,
and I know
William Burroughs.
William Burroughs, Naked Lunch.
Yeah,
I remember from our last talk you said your favorite was Evelyn Waugh.
Yeah, he's great.
Brideshead Revisited.
That's an amazing book.
Yeah. Okay. Who is your hero of fiction? So, a fictional character who you feel could be like a hero to you. So that could be a book or a movie or a TV show, anything like that.
Fictional character. I did like Frank Black in the Millennium series. It was a spin-off from X-Files.
Oh, okay. I don't
know if he's a hero.
Maybe an anti-hero?
Maybe.
Was he a bit of a bad guy?
No, he was a psychic police officer. He was solving crimes by going inside the perpetrators' brains.
Okay. Well, I must check into that. I never heard of that.
It's very good.
29. Which historical figure do you most identify with?
Maybe Columbus.
And how so?
He
have you committed genocide that we don't know about?
No, it was more that he didn't know where the fuck he was going. Okay. And I don't know that either. But I still go there.
Okay, interesting. 30. Who are your heroes in real life?
Heroes. My mother.
Any
I have to say
particular reason or characteristic?
Well, she did help me a lot with a lot of things. So yeah, and she's very strong also.
Okay. Anybody else you care to mention?
Mm, yeah, my kids again.
Yeah.
They're real heroes. They struggle. They do what's needed.
31. What are your favorite names?
Names. I like Ruby, and I like Aisha. That's a pretty name. And Carl. I think I really like my name.
Well, you're lucky. I hate my name. Well, I don't anymore, but when I was growing up, there was me, there was my name. And I just like you were
No,
saying about your appearance.
you've come together now.
I just don't let it bother me now. I don't feel like an Owen. You know what I mean?
What do you feel like?
Well, there was a time when I asked people to call me O because I didn't mind that. I think maybe
What?
because my father and a very good friend of mine called me O, and nobody would, so I gave up asking.
Story of O.
Yeah, the story of O.
It's a good book.
Yeah, maybe I should start again because if people get to demand you use their personal pronouns, O is my name, so you should call me O, and if you don't, then you're invalidating my humanity. So
Yeah.
call me O, Carl.
Yeah, you're O.
All right. 32. What is that? What is it that you most dislike?
About what?
Anything. Just
What I
think of
most
one of
dislike?
your pet peeves, something that grinds your gears.
Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah, life is not fair for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
That makes me angry.
Yeah. Okay. 33. What is your greatest regret?
Oh, I don't have any at all. I never regret things. I used to do, but they like I embraced the bad shit that happened.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you can, instead of regretting something, if you can say, what can I learn from this and turn it into something that helped you at the very least to learn how to be or how not to be or what to do or what not to do, then it becomes something useful. No point sitting around having regrets.
Nope.
34. How would you like to die?
Maybe drowning with a bunch of friends. So I'm not completely alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And drowning, a lot of people, that's a big fear for them. They think drowning is one of the worst ways. There's a lot more worse ways than drowning. I think if I had to pick one, I think maybe drowning might be a good way to go.
Yeah, because it's your last chance to face a fear also.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get that organized for you.
Make a few calls, please.
35. What is your motto, if you have one?
Motto. Yeah. My motto is yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That reminds me of John Lennon. He loved the word yes, which is what
it's so good.
Yeah, got him in trouble with Yoko Ono. 36. What is your favorite swear word?
Fuck. It's very good. It has a unlimited power.
Yeah. And it has many, many, many uses.
It does.
Yeah, so many ways to use it.
Yeah.
If God exists and you get to the gates of heaven, what would you say to him or her or it?
Mm, maybe not fuck, but mm, mm, you want to get out of here?
What's a guy like you doing in a place like this?
Um,
Okay, and the last one. If time, money, and fear were no longer an issue, what would you change in your life?
um, I wouldn't change anything. I like this. It's cool.
There's a lot of people who would envy that position. People are striving
Yeah,
all the time to get somewhere, and just to be
yeah,
able to be like you are in the now and happy with the way it is.
yeah. I don't have a great life, but that's good because then I can change things and move on and go other places.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, you seem like you are content and happy enough with the way things are, which I think no matter what you have, I mean, as long as you have shelter and food and some relationships, then really got it all, don't you?
I think so. That's all I need.
Well, those are the questions. There was a few extra ones tacked on by me.
Mm,
So how did you find them? Have you ever?
it was fun.
Yeah. I have to tell you though, you're quite the. It's hard to pin you down with any real specific answers. Maybe you should look into politics.
I'm a bit of a mystery, ain't I?
You might be a good politician. You can
Yeah, maybe.
answer, but then at the end, the person's going, "What was the answer?" It's hard to know.
Yeah, what was the question?
Well, that's really it.
You,
So,
we should do this the other way around also. I could ask you questions sometime. Like
oh,
the same.
I don't know. So yeah, why not? Why not?
It could be fun. I can make
Yeah,
up some own questions also.
yeah, if you want. You can just go to Google. That's where I got it. Type in Proust Questionnaire, they'll come up. And for anybody who's interested, and I think you will be, when I did that, I saw that the David Bowie Proust Questionnaire was there in writing. So, you read the question and Bowie's answer, and they're quite funny and interesting and just weird as Bowie is.
Mm.
Yeah, it'd probably be interesting. I've never had them asked of me, and I haven't given them much consideration, so that could be enlightening for myself.
It could be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, we'll do that. We'll arrange that, and what we'll do then is thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Um, we'll play out with one final track, and I think what's going to happen is we're going to get more good feedback, and I think more people are going to want to see more of you and hear more of you. So we'll get back together and do another something someday. And in the
Yes.
meantime, we'll arrange for this to be done the other way around, and I'll see if I can answer them. Be in the hot seat.
Yeah, let's see.
All
Exciting.
right, Carl. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, same to you.
Be well, and we'll talk soon. Thanks a
We
lot.
will.
All right.
Thank you.
And we'll play you out with this final track by Karl Saxell. Hope you enjoy it, and please, as usual, if you can, like, share, and subscribe, and any comments, good, bad, or indifferent, would be really useful. It just helps the channel. So thanks again for tuning in, and in the meantime, be well and enjoy this next track. Thank you. Cool.
What are you doing so far from me, baby? Can't stand it to not have you close. What part of my heart do I follow to find you? It's broken, we'll see how it goes. 'Cause I was finally holding the feelings I'd hidden with no one to see me out there. Putting back's not an option, they don't fit anymore. They were growing for you, now it's clear that love is always for the first time. And I don't know how to tell you with colors, no, no. But there's red in my palms, blue in my heart. I know that you'll always be mine, but will I be yours? Will I be yours? Will I be yours? Lost when I found you and found when I lost you. Now I'm drifting between it and it. Assure you that I'd be there by your side, inside any side I can get. And you leave me when you're here, but you stay when you go. 'Cause love is always for the first time. I don't know how to tell you with colors, no, no. There's red in my palms, blue in my heart. I know that you'll always be mine. Will I be yours? Just wiping the tears from your hands with my eyes. Now I look for your tears in the rain. Searching this town in and out, up and down, but I always end up here in pain. You leave me when you're here, but you stay when you go. 'Cause love is always for the first time. And I don't know how to tell you with colors, no, no. But there's red in my palms, blue in my heart. I know that you'll always be mine. Will I be yours? Will I be yours? Will I be yours? Getting in the car for fun. driving in your mind to somewhere back in time, when the engine still would run. Take another turn, freeway not so free, thinking about how it used to be. You're standing there with her 200 years ago, and you're falling back in love. Stay and made up sleep. Oh, you couldn't keep that missing me to daydream of. You're standing there